All right, hey guys, welcome back to Atheist Edge. I'm TJ, and I am joined today with very special guest Owen Younger from Skeptical Texans.
Howdy.
And we are going to run through this religion trivia number 21 for today. Remember, as always, at the end of the video, you're welcome to submit your answers in the comment section.
Top comments.
And if you are the lucky winner of tonight's trivia, or today's trivia, we will shout you out in the next episode of the trivia series. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get right into these questions.
And follow us on Atheist Edge. Sign up for our channel.
That's right. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. So without further ado, here we go. Let's get right into it. So question number 1. Jews who God favors above all people account for blank percentage of the world's population. Is this A, 0.2%, B, 2%, C, 8%, or D, 12%? So my question is, how we are
God's chosen people.
Right. Well, are we identifying on the basis of a quasi-ethnic distinction, or the religion of Judaism?
I would say people who self-identify who would call themselves Jewish.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That sounds fair. And it doesn't seem to me like they're really recruiting either. You know, they don't really. I don't think they really are looking for converts.
Not really.
I mean, it's especially hard.
It seems a little bit Calvinist in that way. If you're not chosen, you're not chosen.
Right. Like, because they're not out there trying to convert people. And if you do want to, it's I've heard it's extremely difficult.
So I know people who have.
Right. Yeah. So they're not necessarily encouraging.
Yeah.
You know, everybody.
They don't evangelize the way Christians do.
Right. Exactly. All right. So I will let you do.
Okay. Am I doing the evens?
You're gonna do evens.
Okay. Question number 2. According to Matthew 4, verse 8, if you climb the tallest mountain in the Middle East, you can see what? A, Pluto, B, heaven, C, an image of Jesus, or D, South America?
Wow.
Let's do that again. According to Matthew chapter 4, verse 8, if you climb the tallest mountain in the Middle East, you can see A, Pluto, B, heaven, C, an image of Jesus, or D, South America.
I'd almost venture to guess that there are at least a couple of those places that they didn't even know about when the Bible was written, right? I mean...
Well, you know, here's the thing about the Bible. I don't know if you've heard, but it's the divine revealed word of Almighty God.
Oh,
and it made no errors. And it's literally absolutely true, especially the part about talking snakes and unicorns.
All right, there you have it, folks. We're finished. Atheist Edge is over. This is the last episode.
No. If we actually believed that, we probably wouldn't be on the show.
It was right all along.
Laughing about Bible trivia.
All right, so let's go on to number 3. What did David give his future father-in-law as a wedding gift? Was it A, 200 donkey scrotums, B, 200 Philistine foreskins, C, 200 Babylonian jawbones, or D, 200 Canaanite heads? So, I don't even know what to say in response to that question.
I promise. I absolutely guarantee you, as an atheist, I've read the Bible, which is one of the reasons I'm an atheist.
Probably one of the reasons we're atheists.
And one of the 4 things that he said is actually the answer.
Yeah, it is actually one of them.
Like, he did name the answer. You just have to pick which one.
This is not a trick question.
No, it's not.
There's at least one of them that actually is pretty.
I don't know.
Funny.
I don't know how you. It is. I don't know how you reconcile the whole Yahweh is love thing. I think.
Yeah.
If I were going to be a Christian, I'd be a Marcionite.
Well, did God direct David, or was that?
Nah, that's just David.
His father-in-law said, "You need to do this. You need to bring me back this certain amount of this thing."
Yeah.
But he did double the amount, didn't he? That's why it was 200 and not 100.
I think maybe that's right.
That one particular thing he asked David to bring him, David went above and beyond and said, "Look, I've brought you 200." Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Okay. Question number 4. A good one. How long did the post-crucifixion eclipse last? How long did the eclipse last? You know, we just had a solar eclipse last year.
Yeah.
And I went to see it. Okay, so how long did the post-crucifixion eclipse last? Was it A, 3 hours, B, 3 days, C, 24 hours, or D, a fortnight?
Kind of makes me think of that particular claim in the Bible. Almost kind of makes me think it was
That
maybe
could be
could
made
have
up
been,
at all.
Well, no, I mean maybe it could have been the genesis of like say the Fatima, where the thousands of people in the small town in South America claimed that the sun stood motionless in the sky or whatever. Or no, wait, is that it bounced around the sky or something like that? You know, like wouldn't the rest of the world probably felt that or something?
You would
like,
think somebody would have noticed.
we would have noticed that,
Yeah.
and it seems like there could have been a genesis for that. Maybe in this particular passage of the Bible, that they looked at that. People reading that might have thought, "Oh, this is something akin. This is some sort of a celestial event akin to when our Lord was crucified, and the eclipse lasted for however long it lasted."
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. Hope I can pronounce this correctly. Number 5. Eid al-Adha is one of Islam's holiest holidays. It honors which event? Is it A, the global flood, B, Muhammad's flight to the moon on a Pegasus, C, Abraham's willingness to murder his son, or D, the destruction of Jerusalem? I gotta admit, I have I have very cursory knowledge of things that the Qur'an claims. So, I mean, I don't know what this would be a celebration of. I wouldn't even have the slightest notion of where to begin, how to answer that.
So I think the whole, I don't want to give the answer away, but I think several of these things are actually in the Qur'an.
There's one in particular that I know that I've heard before.
Yeah, that I've heard before that I know is in there.
Yeah, so,
Anyway, interesting. It's religion trivia. We are on question number 6 for those of you following along at home, which would be the point. How many biblical gospels describe the massive earthquake that occurred immediately following Jesus' death? How many of the gospels, and there are 4 gospels, how many of those gospels describe the massive earthquake that occurred immediately following Jesus' death? A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, all 4 gospels? I happen to know the answer, but
I know you know the answer, but I'm less familiar with that particular story in the Gospels.
I know the answer, but won't talk about it.
The crucifixion is about the only one.
Doesn't occur on the same day.
Nope, and how many people visited the tomb the next day? Who was standing there when they? Yes. Was
Even
there
the
one
names.
woman, or 2 women, or 3 women, or no women? Were they standing? Were they sitting?
Did he cleanse the temple at the beginning of his ministry or the end?
Yeah.
Right. Good questions.
So, we'll move on to number 9. So the question number 9 is.
I don't think we're on 9.
We're not on 9?
No.
You did 8.
I think I did 6.
Did you do 6? I got it.
There it is. 7.
So number 7. We're on number 7. All right. So moving along. Number 7 is, which does not describe the cult known as Nubianism. Try to say that 5 times fast. Which does not describe the cult known as Nubianism? Is it A, aborted fetuses grow up in sewers? B, everyone on Earth has 7 clones? C, Nikola Tesla came from Venus? Or D, the Antichrist was born in London in 1966? Which one of those does not describe the cult I just formally named, which I'm not going to attempt to mispronounce again?
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that. That's a pretty interesting question. I will know the answer to
The people who write our questions for the trivia do a lot of research.
Yeah. You could almost say they've written a book on it.
Almost. All right, we're on question number 8. And here we are. Although Buddha made it clear he was not a god, how many Buddhists are theists? Although Buddha made it clear he was not a god, how many Buddhists are theists? How many of them believe in a god?
A personal god, yeah.
A, 27%, B, 47%, C, 67%, or D, 87%? And And I'm not going to give it away, but the right answer ends with the number 7.
Right. It's yeah.
Because all my
Something
choices end with the number 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of an interesting question. I've always kind of known that you could actually be an atheist and be a Buddhist, which, I mean, I know.
I know a couple people who are.
Yeah. Well, it was a branch off from Hinduism.
Kind of.
But it came after there were many thousands of years practicing Hindus.
A couple years ago, my wife and I hosted a foreign exchange student, and our exchange student was from Vietnam, and she was a Buddhist.
Yeah.
And so at one point during the course of the year, there was a big holiday, and I don't remember. I think it was Tet, but I don't remember which holiday. And I took her to the Buddhist temple and watched the observance. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I definitely think there's an underlying vein of spirituality for sure, at least, even if a lot of them don't. A significant portion of them don't believe in a personal deity.
Mm-hmm.
They're not theists. They don't believe in a personal God, but especially because they have the concepts. A lot of them believe in Krishna, so they have, they do have a deity of some kind, or they have this other spiritual aspects like reincarnation and stuff like that.
That's more Hindu. I'm not sure. Buddhism,
right.
but, yeah.
Well, I think that there are certain there's a certain vein of Buddhism.
Well, that's interesting.
And it's almost like I've kind of I know it's a religious affiliation, or it's a religious distinction under most law, as far as like anti-discrimination and stuff like that. But to me, it's almost like it's more of a philosophy of life than it is.
It can be
a religion.
Yeah.
But interesting nonetheless. All right, so now we're on number 9.
Number 9.
Promise, which is not a part of the Jehovah Witnesses. So we're saying which is not a part of JW's, Jehovah's Witnesses. Is it A, chess is forbidden, B, only 144,000 people go to heaven, C, God is not omnipresent, or D, Jesus was not crucified on a cross? So which is not a part of Jehovah's Witnesses? I don't know a whole lot about JW's, but I assume it's pretty reasonable to think that one of those things is not a part of their core tenets.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all go do some research and put your answer in the comments. Okay, number 10, last question. What did Ezekiel do in the valley? Ezekiel, an Old Testament figure, what did he do in the valley? A, he burned bones and fertilized the ground. B, he talked to the bones of his ancestors. C, he made weapons out of dry bones. Or D, he raised an army of undead.
wow, that's actually a pretty interesting question.
What did Ezekiel do in the valley? A, he burned bones and fertilized the ground. B, he talked to the bones of his ancestors. C, he made weapons out of dry bones. And D, did he raise an army of undead? That sounds a little bit like Game of Thrones.
It is funny, yeah, because that's what I was going to say too. It sounds like something your character would do in Dungeons and Dragons or something,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my necromancer casts, my level 8 make, weapons out of bone spell or something,
Right. Right. So anybody who's watching us and actually goes out and plays Dungeons and Dragons, you're definitely going to go to hell for that.
Yeah.
The good news is there's
That's
actually
funny.
no such place. So it's fine.
And all the good D&D players will be there.
Right.
Yeah.
All the good D&D players.
It's
Right?
yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a party.
Yeah.
What was that line in that Billy Joel song? I'd rather do something with the sinners.
I'd
than
rather
something with
laugh with the sinners than cry with the saints. The
yes.
sinners are much more fun.
Yeah.
Only the good die young.
There we go.
All right. Thank you. This has been Atheist Edge Religious Trivia number 21.
That's right.
Like
So-
us, follow us, sign up, donate.
That's right. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Most important of all, make sure you get caught up on all the latest stuff that we're putting out on Atheist Edge. Join the comment section, join the conversation in any of the videos. We welcome any kind of feedback that you have for us, and we will see you again next time. Thank you. Have a good day.
I just gave it away.
Matthew's always go big or go.
Sorry, I gave it away.
Jim usually has to edit so few of the ones that I do, like a lot.
You wanna edit
But
that out?
Late. I say lately.
You can edit that out, I think. My bad.
You'll just.
It can't be all of them because there are very few individual accounts or details in the Gospels that actually agree in more than one place.
Crucifixion.